skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Changing the route. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good
turning it over! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
From the gun. Yeah, on the inside. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. He'll start on the bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Let's go! Sends it back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He might want another play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Floating away. He'll get rid of it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gonna run it. It's Durham. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TF.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sharp. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll put it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. Finding an escape route. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down into the 38 into the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. He fires to the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out.
And I tell you what, most of the time racing requires a little skill,
program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the run, it's Stewart. Runs ahead and powers his way 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Yeah, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jason.
Yeah, you saw the experience of this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal with all these voters, Jason.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys, too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Now well within striking distance. This is 3rd down play. Gets him at first at the 29. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it to the right side. He's up to 57 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener
love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Buckner. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a fourth and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Right now, you're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winner. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. second half. They've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Sends it downfield. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it inside the 30, to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Some defensive players just have a name. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. The quick out.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Durham. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. LSU quick to the line. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught behind the line. It's Durham. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And that had all the makings of Bug meets windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for space. It's Berry. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25.
Said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive line with being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back.
Oh, it's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Try to get it to the edge. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quick completion on the out route. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Game before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds like they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Might be looking to run. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
The extra point here would tie the game. Was good, no incident there, and we're tied up into third. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Nothing but green grass down the middle.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Runs through the tackle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. He's going to run it, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
Here's the 30. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Hard running there. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that, and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is looking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. To the air, it's Gus Meyer. Got the quick pass. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up the decision for this coach.
That's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football. They're able to make a tackle.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the threat is over. This guy is trying to drive. He's down the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the 1st down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's 4th down. Like 4th down and goal, and I gotta reach that ball. 1st down, 2nd down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was gonna get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. Looking for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments.